Hi everyone, welcome to Tip Tuesday. My name is Graham. I'm an AdWords specialist here in Google's Ann Arbor office. Today our Tip Tuesday is going to revolve around metrics. Last week we discussed ROI and some basic tips on how to improve your ROI. This week we're going to be focusing on your AdWords account metrics. Now, a lot of people are wondering why, what metrics are important, which one should I look at, and when should I look at them. You may know all metrics are valuable and they provide great insight into your account's performance, and you can use those metrics to optimize your campaigns. One of the examples of one of the metrics I look at is average position. You should really look at your average position to see, like, if you're in the low 7s or 8s, those are kind of keywords or even ads that you might want to increase the max CPC or your bids on the keywords for those ads because they're in a lower position. Average position is just one of those really basic metrics that you should take a look at when you're saying, like, trying to indicate how your entire campaign performance has been performing. Now, the main tip today is going to be involving CTR. Now, for those of you who don't know, CTR stands for click-through rate. And a click-through rate is simply clicks divided by impressions. Now, CTR can be applied to both your ads and your keywords. Keyword level, it's kind of more triggered towards your ads in terms of an impression is when your number of times your ad actually appears versus the number of click is when your ad's actually clicked on. A CTR is a really good and it's a strong indicator of how your ad is performing. The benchmark you want to look for with CTR is around 1%. If you have a CTR for your keyword or for your ad that is 1% or above, that's a pretty strong performing ad or keyword. Anything below that, you might want to take a look and see if the ad text or the keyword is really relevant to each other. For example, if I'm selling oranges, I want to make sure that my ad text discusses oranges and my keyword relates to oranges. Those are one of those things where you want to make sure you have a really high CTR, because what might be happening is people are searching for apples, and if your orange ad for oranges comes up, then obviously the ad isn't relevant. So you gain an impression, but there's no click. So therefore you start to have a lower CTR. One thing to keep in mind with CTR is that you want to make sure you have a good data set or a good sample size before you decide to look at your CTR. And what I mean by that is, if your CTR is 50%, that could be really high, but you might only have 2 impressions in 1 click. So make sure that you have a really good wide range of data before you start to say whether the CTR is really relevant to you or not before you make any changes to your account. One thing, if you do have more questions about CTR, we will be hosting a hangout this Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So feel free to come and check that out. We'll be discussing not only CTR but other metrics as well. So we look forward to seeing you then. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out to our Google support lines. Talk to you soon.